All right, good afternoon to you as we get into your forecast. Look at this. I know we have a glitch in the graphic, but man, that's a big batch of rainfall on the way getting to the Dakotas. Hey, we'll also find ourselves as we go right into it here, picking up maybe a sprinkle, maybe a little bit of a light shower through the mid-afternoon. Temperatures right now, once again, 79 for La Crosse right now. Some upper 70s from some locations up to the north by Ladysmith, about 74 degrees, 77 as you get down into Prairie du Chien. So we've got the cloud cover really increasing. You can see that right there as you go into La Crosse right now, continuing to lift up above a lot of those the bluffs up there. In fact, as we go into the forecast, this is what I've got going on for you. I'm going to take you through the zones real quick because everybody wants to see what's going on. We're going to hold on to those low 80s today in the forecast, possibly going right back down to Prairie du Chien. Similar conditions with those low 80s in the forecast. We may even pick up a middle 80 on the way. Crescent City, you can see that at 84, going to La Crosse, possibly going right back into 84 degrees. I've been pushing that 84-degree temperature to get in there, as well as portions up to Eau Claire, getting up to about 82 degrees. They're on track and they're looking pretty steady, even with Ladysmith about 80 degrees. Now it's going to feel about 1 to maybe 2 degrees warmer on your skin for locations depending on where you are, but once you go through the day, you have that light shower that you just saw there kind of glitching between La Crosse as well as Black River Falls. We get into the 10 o'clock hour, picking up more cloud cover through your day. As we go into the overnight hours, you've got this coming on. Yeah, a large batch of rainfall. It looks like it really wants to push on top of us, but it falls apart. We have high pressure still all the way in Canada really affecting this, as well as high pressure coming in from the west, nudging everything towards us. We're also seeing a very dry slot coming down from the Dakotas, I should say, from Washington State all the way down to portions of St. Louis, and then going all the way back up into Canada. And that's really kind of taking all that oomph out of that storm. You can see over by Black River Falls, again, the possibility of that happening by 3 o'clock on Wednesday. Maybe a shower or two trying to get across the river from Preston going towards La Crosse, but that too falls apart a little bit. Some cloud cover still holding on top of us by the 11 o'clock hour, going to the midnight hour. Ladysmith has maybe a light brushing with a shower, if that at all, if it gets to the ground. Another batch comes up from the south, and that looks like it's got some promising marks in it with maybe a storm or two. That stays a little bit together, a little bit, then it falls apart going just over the river by La Crosse, gets us a sprinkle or two to a light shower. Stays down by Prairie du Chien, though, with an area of low pressure associated with that, and continues to just spin that all the way over from Prairie du Chien back over to Boscobel, and eventually possibly Richland Center, then over to Madison, and pretty much done. And that's a look at the rainfall. Going back to Eau Claire, you've got the big cloud cover, looking for a little light moisture to get down to the ground, and those clouds continue to grow up into the upper atmosphere as well as the surface or near the surface. That can get us a shower or two. So we get about maybe a quarter of an inch or less in the forecast as we roll right into the next 72 hours. How about the highs for Wednesday? Some low 80s, possible some middle 80s in the forecast. We'll do the same for Thursday with storm activity not out of the question there. It's about a 30% chance, and for Wednesday itself has about a 20% chance, but then it turns into a 50% chance going overnight into your Thursday. And this is what it looks like over the weekend from Saturday going to Sunday. More rainfall continues to push in there with light to moderate rainfall. This has a little more oomph to it, and that's not going to have a little high pressure getting out of its way. It's going to dust us with some good looking rainfall, possibly maybe a couple of inches or less over the next 7 days. In fact, we'll see more of that rainfall possibly as we scatter over into Monday as well. Temperatures will continue to rise as we go through the weekend and then drop down as we go into next week. Temperatures back to seasonal averages or cooler, but of course it's going to be a little bit nicer and sunnier as well.
Yes, looking forward to that. Looking forward to some clearer air. Get outside while we can, right?
Well, you know, that air comes back tomorrow. I mean, the smog comes back in the morning.
Oh, it comes back.
Yeah,
okay.
6 a.m. in the morning.
All right. Well, we'll be watching for your report in the morning. Thank you, Art.